Coming up in Centre Circle, Donavon Duckie given the boot at Mount Pleasant after one match. Former reggae boy Damani Ralph talks about the life of an agent. And Andre Russell bringing the community of Old Harbour together. On Monday, Donavon Duckie became the third coaching casualty of the Premier League after being shown the door at the St. Anne-based Mount Pleasant Football Academy. Our producer Brian Lewis caught up with Mount Pleasant CEO Peter Gould to find out the reason behind Duckie's dismissal.
Many reasons, but anyone who would have turned up and paid their money on Sunday, which there were many, walked away so disappointed. And I came on the pitch, watched the game, and I thought I was watching a practice match. There were players that turned up that weren't in the right frame of mind. And today's training was 3 times higher intensity than the game I watched for 90 minutes. And we deserved to lose. And to say that our team played attacking risk football was a complete misstatement of what I watched. And I think I've got 2,000 witnesses who witnessed the same. And I'm here for the community. Yeah, I actually do believe, I take it on board what people say. You know, we've got a huge fan club. It's come from nothing. And I'm not going to let them down and stand by, and just because it's a famous name, end up anyone wrecking the club. I've got a direction I want the club to go. I thought we were going the right direction. But certainly, I don't want to be 8 games in, like everyone else does, 8 games in and look up on the table and think there's a huge climb. I want to climb now and then look below us. I want to be in the top pack when there's 8 games gone, not in the bottom.
You mentioned about the game on Sunday, and many would ask, but it's the first game. Is it something building from the previous season coupled with what happened on Sunday?
Of course it was what happened in the previous season, but also, you know, I gave our coach time off to run the under-23s to work for Jamaica, and to listen to the excuses. As a fan of the under-23s, I was a disappointed supporter. I really was. And, you know, what a squad to have. And to hear excuses, I just thought, I'm not going to. And I heard the same excuses come to me, you know, starting to come. I'm thinking, I'm not a man who's going to listen to excuses. I want action. And I think the team, you know, the country wanted action, and now at least, you know, St Anne's want action. And I feel we're responsible if I'm just going to sit there and be the quiet man and say everything's good, because it's not. The guy's a good man. I like the man personally. But when someone thinks that their ego has actually overtaken the club and themselves, it's nothing. I'm going to stand there and watch. I've got the biggest ego in the world.
How did you work out the contract?
I didn't work out the contract, but there was a contract signed. It wasn't by me, and it wasn't a permission to be signed. But the contract will be worked out, and the club will carry on. And the number one thing is, contract or no contract, that we play on a full team on Sunday and aim to get 3 points.
So you said the contract wasn't what you were not the one who signed it. So there won't be anything that in the end he said, oh, I'm not pleased with what I get from my dismissal and I have to see a lawyer on it. Everything amicable at the end of it?
Who knows? You're not amicable until, you know, all I've done is made the decision that a new manager is in place. That's my number one concern. And so the contract, the discussions with Duckie can be carried on over the next period of time. But today, we go back into reality and get ready for next Sunday.
How did you break the news to him?
We had a board meeting last night. I called a meeting last night with the fellow guys involved in the board, and I put it forward that they believed I was right in making the decision, putting forward, and it was unanimous decision by everybody to change. I actually put it on text, email to him. Don't know his full reaction. I haven't really even read the email back. I've got 1,000 emails to catch up on since last night. That's from the past. All I'm looking forward is going forward.
Okay. What's the decision behind you now giving Teagat this big role again?
To me, it was obvious, and it's be honest, a personal embarrassment and disrespect for the club. Coming here to training and seeing Teagat Davis being pushed over to the side and not involved. And I told the manager, Duckie, get him involved, right? And I asked him personally, I said, you're disrespecting the club, putting him out there. He's coming in from Mowbray every single morning and not getting involved. And I felt disrespected. And I'm sure Teagat felt disrespected and everyone else behind. And it's something that was made my decision to cease his employment.
In giving Teagat the job once more, what do you ask of him?
To be Teagat Davis, yeah? That the players all know him, the management team know him. You get exactly what you see. He must achieve to get the team fully behind him. We have a team that most people would cry for, to have a chance to manage these players. All we have to do is to get them to gel, and the supporters and myself will be happy, and we're going to entertain the crowd.
What about winning the Tiger or getting into the CONCACAF League?
Well, that comes along where you win games, you entertain, you score goals. Well, that means that we're going to be up there in the challenge for the playoffs.
Oh, I see some fans today and they were very happy that the coach is gone. I'm certain you're not surprised.
I should think St Anne's is rejoicing. I know they're rejoicing because my email and my text and everywhere, people have travelled in the last 12 hours. There's not one damning email or comment that's gone out yet.
Many were thinking that this club is no longer yours. You started with them, but you were on the sideline, but you're back.
This club is always ours, it doesn't matter, I'm a person like this, whether I was in the front or the back, I'm always Mount Pleasant, my heart is always there. Whenever I could do anything, I do the same way, with no hard feelings.
So how do you feel now to be back in charge?
I was all in charge, I was all in charge. I said before, I do what I have to do, but, take out the monk, it's a challenge again. Yeah, it's a challenge, but, I think with the guys, them adapt to my style and my principle, I think things can happen.
Yeah, you said you were always in charge. I spoke to Mr. Gould and he said it didn't look good on his part that you were pushed one side. He spoke to the manager that you were pushed and you should be given a role. But you said that you're good. How do you?
I'm good, as I said before, if you want some Mount Pleasant, always a Mount Pleasant. There's nothing can deter me, because even what happened, my heart still is Mount Pleasant, and I will do anything to make Mount Pleasant, And doesn't matter who has the reign, and I won't undermine nobody, because life's funny, Whenever coach come in, they'll pick their staffs who they want to work with, and it's all over the world that happen, right? So and I accepted that. Still I did my little work when the coach asked me to do. So it was nothing that it was personal to some people. I put it past me,
Are there any alterations that you're going to be making to your backroom staff?
No, I have the same staff, What I have to talk with them now and understand my philosophy and what I want, as I said before, I don't want it to compare me with Duckie. Duckie is Duckie, and I respect him, and he's a good coach, very, very good. I've learned from him, and I think he would have learned from me, And a nice person, and I know one day I can call him on the phone and say, hey, coach, blah, 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 and I know he'll accept the call from me. Because it's no hard feelings, it's, as you know, it's a business. And I'm here, and if I slip up, it's the same thing, because it's happening all over the world.
Will you be changing his style of play to go to your style of play?
You know what? No, you don't. You don't jump in a style and change at the moment. You gradually step. But I'm going to blend his defensive with my attacking and put them together and see what outcome it can come.
As a Premier League coach, what are you now looking to achieve with Mount Pleasant?
Premier League Championship, that's our dream, from the first time this team came on aboard, and a lot of people were wondering where this team coming from, and now it's here, want to go further. And my job now to take it to that level. And I'm going to do all my best with these players to reach that level, to win that Premier League Championship and to the CONCACAF.
Still to come on Centre Circle, inside the work of an agent. How much tolerance is there for a player? And a hot grabber proved too hot for All Stars in Andre Russell football final.